Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to share with you all what I found in Five Below. Now, at my Five Below, they had a lot of different crochet projects. They had two different stitches. They had one that was a stitch and a pumpkin, one that was just stitch. They had some Halloween character crochet projects. And then they had a whole bunch of really cute knit projects. So if you knit, they have projects for you there too. The knit projects are really cute. There's just not that many crochet projects. I think I might have even saw two different crochet purses. Yes, I saw two different crochet purses. But anyway, Glinda and Elphaba caught my attention, and so in my buggy they went. Yes. So anyway, I told Angela, I sent my friend Angela a picture and said, look, crochet projects of you and me. So anyway, I'm going to open this up. Let's see, It says that she would be about, really, I can't even read what that says. No, it's not measuring. It's not. It's showing a crochet hook. I thought at first that was still in measurements and that was a number. But actually that's showing that she comes with some eyes. I guess some stuffing, a needle, and some yarn. So we're going to open this up and look and see. It just says Crochet Glinda. You know, it's a wicked project. Anyway, let's open that up and see what is in there. And look at the pattern and see what we think about the pattern. Let's see. There's a lot of tape on that. I thought somebody was going to open that up and start crocheting right there in the store. If it hadn't been for all this tape, I would have. They was so scared I was going to start crocheting in that store. Okay, let's see. Now, I'm not going to judge too harshly on this because, you know, I am spoiled by the Woobles yarn. So, yeah. It's kind of icky feeling, but, you know, most yarn that comes in kits is, so, I think that's a crochet hook. Yeah, okay, a crochet hook, a plastic needle, and a little bit extra, some more yarn. And then there's the little stuffing. Oh, here's some more yarn. The yarn is not the best, but I mean, I think it was $5 for this project. So what do you expect, you know? Most times these little kits, you know, do come with yucky yarn. Okay, so here's Glinda, her feet and legs. I guess that's what we'd start with. Probably, let me see. Yep, that's the first part. Glinda, start with her feet and legs. Start with the, and you're going to make two. Start with the pink yarn. Okay, let's see. And then it goes up to the body, and then the head. And then you go back and add the skirt, the arms, and the hair, and the crown. And then you assemble all your pieces together. assembly and finishing crochet continued. Okay. So, that's her skin tone. That's her hair. And this is her dress. Let's look at her and see what she is, gonna look like here. And I guess there's some gray right here and some gray, like little twinkles or stars embroidered here. The brown is the eyebrows. I was looking to see where this might come in at. The brown looks like it is the eyebrows, and then she has like a gray crown, but it don't look like it's enough gray here to do all that, but it probably is. So I guess her feet, I guess she don't have shoes on. Because you start with the pink yarn. Oh, hold on. Over here. You start with the pink yarn. So it's just her feet. Maybe she has on stockings or something. But she definitely doesn't have shoes on. And you had to make 2 of these. Okay, I'm just kind of reading over the pattern to see if it makes sense or if it's leaving things out. So far, it looks like it would work up. Three single crochets and 6 decreases. Okay, all right. The numbers do go down. I was making sure the numbers and the number of stitches kind of went with, what was saying to be done. So there's not only one way to really figure this out, is try it. Crochet it up and see how it turns out. Right? So I am working on my witch and my I don't know. Actually, this is what I'm working on. I'm working on a mini Angela and a mini Kayla. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm not following the patterns of these wicked projects. These are actually going to go in Chastity's Christmas box. So they're for her. And I am just crocheting a little wooble style witch, and these are not wooble style. They do have legs, feet and legs, and then the body, and I did not want mine to have that. I wanted mine to be very comparable to the round body like this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my own. But those are very cute. And so I did take the patterns out and I read over the pattern to see what the pattern was like. It seems to be very followable. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, sometimes you might buy a kit and the pattern in it is like, what in the world? What is this saying? Like, this don't even make sense. Those I could understand. I read line by line and it made sense. So you just have to follow along with the pattern. But it's not the way I wanted mine to look. So that's why I'm not following that pattern. Those are going to end up being Christmas gifts. Elijah's friend Chastity has started crocheting this past May. And she's crocheted a couple of kits and even working on blankets now. And then I gave her for her birthday some yarn and some kits. And, I'll give her some more for Christmas. Fix her up when I see stuff like that I can pick up for her. When I picked those up, I didn't really know that I was going to gift them to her. I knew that if I did them, I would not use the yarn that was in there. I would have used either the Woobles yarn, the Beginner Bee at Hobby Lobby, the Cuddle yarn at Michael's, or this Easy Crochet beginner yarn from Amazon. They have lots of this type yarn on there. If you just, if you're interested in getting any of that yarn and don't want to pay the Wooble price, Hobby Lobby does have it on sale every other week for like $2.41 or something. It's like $3 something and it's 30% off. So it's, very affordable every other week. And then on Amazon, you can just search tube yarn or yarn for beginners or beginner yarn, easy crochet yarn, something like that. And lots of different tubes yarn comes up, even variegated and lots of fun colors. So, I knew I wasn't going to do that anyway, but then after I was going to do that with my yarn, I was going to do those patterns but use my yarn, and then I was like, well, I don't want mine to have feet. And I had already started this green one to have a little witch, a mini Angela. So basically, I'm crocheting a mini Angela and a mini Kayla that's going to fit in with all my characters that I make, all my little Wooble characters. I wanted to have that style body, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm just crocheting, relaxing, having a slow day. I'm actually, let's see, I've recorded that first clip of this video maybe like Thursday. And here I'm recording this clip on Saturday, and I'm sure I'll be recording some of it probably on Sunday. And that's the day this video is meant to go out, is on Sunday. So I'm just making some clips here and there and putting them together. Today is Saturday, and it's now Saturday afternoon, and we have just, well, I say afternoon, it's dark. It's nighttime now, it's dark. We have had just a lazy, recuperating day. Friday, we went to Shreveport. That was a big trip for us, and we're just relaxing today. That really does us in, tires us out. So the next day we gotta always recuperate and rest. That's what we're doing. And I just thought I'd sit down here and crochet on these for a little bit. I've been trying to keep my legs up to try to get that fluid off. And if you're not familiar with fluid on the legs, I'm guessing some may not be, but the way you get fluid off is you have to raise your legs up higher than your heart when you're swelled up like that. And so the fluid, you can get rid of that fluid out of your body. Some people, just might not know that. That's why I keep saying to get my legs up and, all that. That's the only way to get it off, is to get them legs up higher than your heart. So I've been trying to do that as much as possible, but then I get, to hurting from being in that position. So I had to get up and move about, sit somewhere different, do something different, go to the restroom a lot. Let me see what row I'm on. I need to put one back. Okay. So anyway, guys, yeah, we're just relaxing today. It was nice that Thursday we got the house all cleaned and everything done up. And then we come home last night on Friday. I knew we were going to be so tired, and that's why I insisted that we get everything done Thursday. So we come in last night. All we had to do was put our stuff away that we brought into the house. My purse, bag, medical supplies I took with me, and my Michael's bag, and whatever Big Daddy had that he brought in from work, his work bag. And we just put that stuff away, and the house was all clean. So that was nice to come home to a clean house and not have to do anything, not have to do anything today, not have to worry about anything. And tomorrow is Sunday, and that's our usual cleaning day. But since we got everything done on Thursday, tomorrow we don't really have that much to do. I'm sure Big Daddy's got laundry to do. He keeps his work clothes separate, in a separate dirty clothes for him, and he'll wash them up tomorrow evening. That's pretty much the only thing we've got to do like that. Although I really, really need to get to Target and get my prescriptions. I've got to do that, so I'll get him to check and see if I have my prescriptions are ready, which I'm pretty sure they are. Get over there and pick them up. And I've got to make out my calendar for October and get all my appointments and stuff ready. You know, get all that down so I can keep up with what I got going on this month. Goodness, can you believe it's already October? Yeah, just a lot going on. A lot of little things that I just need to get done this weekend. It's the end of the month. I need to order my formula and just stuff like that, you know. All that little tedious things that's got to be done for the next month coming up, because it's coming up fast. I think like Wednesday is the 1st. And I need to put this stick up, and I think I'm already made it to, I was trying to get these to the same exact row. Yep. Oh, so I got these to the same exact row. Now this one might be a little bit bigger, just because that yarn is a little bit fluffier maybe, and then this yarn is let me see, this yarn feels a little more silky, I want to say, slick, maybe a little bit thinner than that yarn. There's just a trace difference, honestly. Let me see if I can go down so you can see a little bit better. You can see this tannish color. It's just a tiny bit bigger than that green. And the green is more slick, and this one is not slick. You can see the shininess of this and tell that it's a little bit slick looking. Oh, there we are. So anyway, just tried to get these. I was trying to work to get these in the same exact spot so I can kind of work them up together. And I'm doing Angela with purple hat and dress, whatever, instead of black, because I did not want to do black. I'm boycotting that. And then for the mini me, I'm doing me in the pink, because that's what I'm doing. And then I think my crown, I'm going to make it with this Scrubology yarn. That'll make it a little bit stiffer, maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know. It's got some sparkle to it. And I could do it in the crown in yellow. I might do it in yellow. And I'm thinking she might have gray hair. Both of these are probably going to have gray hair. So. I really can't wait to get these made up. I had started on this one of Angela's little mini-me about a week ago maybe, and then it ended up, I cleaned off my desk and it got put in a box. And I was like, oh no, I gotta pull that out because I'm gonna finish that. So after I had picked those up and then decided to just go ahead and gift them to Chastity for Christmas. Yeah, we're getting close to Christmas. We're gonna start thinking about that. And so I'll be picking up gifts here and there for our crew. It's best to start early and pick up a little along instead of waiting until the last minute. Big Daddy's already picked up a few things for Elijah and a couple things for Dakota too. I say he picked up. We discussed it and I agreed. But it was his idea. It's things that he found or spotted or whatever. Elijah did text me earlier this morning to tell me that he was still really sore and even hurting more than he was yesterday. And I'm like, well, I think that's just part of it. When you're in a car wreck, you tend to get more sore as the days go on, I think. I mean, I know that is when I fall. Like, the day after, I'll be sore, but then the day after that, I'm really sore. So I told him, just hang in there. It'll get better. I don't think he has anything broken. He did have x-rays. He didn't have anything broken. He just got jarred really well, I believe. All right, well, now I think I'm ready to possibly change colors and put the body on. I think I gotta do this one. I like working them together like this, so they'll be done at the same time, which, I gotta do the little hair. I think they're both gonna have gray hair because me and Angela both are at that point. Now, she's always had blonde hair, kind of a dirty blonde, and so her gray is not that shocking because she still has that dirty blonde gray look. Now, I always had dark brown black hair. And so, except for when I had purple hair, but my dark brown black hair turned into gray, solid gray, white almost, is a little more noticeable. So, but yeah, I think we're both going to have gray hair, and then I'll have to do her hat and then my crown. No, I didn't do something right there. Oh, I didn't finish because I started looking at that picture. Anyway, I'm gonna have fun with them. Just creating them and calling them Kayla and Angela. Angela knows I'm crocheting her a mini me of her. And then I'll have them and they'll be about the same size as my woobles. And they can be in little the same size characters as them. Anyway, guys, what do you all got going on this weekend? Have y'all been busy? Have you been relaxing? Did you have errands to run? I was thinking of ordering me some carrot souffle from Piccadilly Cafeteria Restaurant and getting that, and then dividing it up into some little containers and put in the fridge, so I'll have some of that this week. Carrot souffle is so good. It is. So I was thinking of doing that. I was talking with Amy from Hooked on Wishing Crochet, and she said if she ever gets to Louisiana, she wants some carrot souffle. I was like, oh wow, of all the good foods we have here, you could probably get carrot souffle where she lives, but maybe not. I don't know, but if she ever comes to Louisiana, we definitely will go get some carrot souffle, and she's going to try a lot of other Louisiana foods too. Alright. Got my heads all in the same spot. Let's see. I think I'm about at the point where I need to change to my colors. So I get pink and Angela gets purple. Angela does like purple. I don't know if that's her favorite color. She does like purple though. I would say purple is her favorite color. I made her a blanket one time with purple, and I want to say she has other things in purple too. I just thought the purple would be good for that. Plus, I wasn't doing black, right? I wasn't supposed to do black. Let me see. Okay, I really do like this pink, is purple and green together. I really do like that. I hope the witch likes it too. If you're new here or don't know, Angela is my best friend since 4th grade, and I call her the witch. She lives across the river from me. We've been through a lot together since we're little bitty kids. So I'm well on my way of getting these done. I'm just gonna crochet on them, probably find something on Netflix to watch. I don't know, I think there's supposed to be some new shows coming out in October. But I don't know, maybe I can find something on there to watch tonight and sit here and crochet for just a little bit. Oh, yeah, I did want to show something. Let me, I guess finish this row. And let me get something out to show you guys. Oh, well, let me do that. So now I am back to working on myself, on the mini Kayla. Do y'all ever work on 2 projects at the same time? Like this, you know? I just thought I'd work them up together. That way they'd be done together. I got the purple one, the witch, with the purple down to that point. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the pink. And get it to the same area. Yeah, if you watched my yesterday's video, you know I was very, very upset at the Blind Tiger. We go there every time we go to Shreveport. That's where Big Daddy wants to go and eat because it's a treat to him, you know, and I don't mind doing it, but going there because it's a treat to him. It's the least I can do for all he does, right? Yes. And so we go 3-4 times a month, depending on my appointments, you know. Ever how many appointments I have in Shreveport, that's usually about... Uh-oh. Okay, I've got to fix that. And I can fix it. Oh my gosh. I can fix it. Hang on. I forgot I didn't tie that off. Okay, it's good. It's all good. Anyway, we go there, you know, 2, 3, 4 times a month, depending on my appointments and such. And so the last 3 times, I finally figured out I could get the gumbo there with no extra meat added in it. Like I'd have the roux and a little bit of the stuff that's just nothing. And without added shrimp or crab or sausage, because I cannot get any of that down my esophagus. And so that's what I've been doing the last 3 times we went. Okay, it's been great. I've enjoyed it. We went yesterday. The girl, obviously, we've had her many times before, probably. Because she knew our drink order as soon as we went in. She knew our drink order, and then she come to get our food order, and then she's like, okay, I told her what I wanted, and the gumbo, you know, but hold the meat, no sausage, crab, or shrimp, and not to add any of the decoration stuff on top. And she's like, okay, all right, yeah, and she goes off, and then when she brings it out, it is full of big crab with shell on it, shrimp, sausage, and I was like, oh, I didn't want all that in it. And she said, oh, that's the way it comes. And so I was like, well, I usually get it without any of that in it. And she's like, no, that's the way it comes. And she just would not, like... And Big Daddy was like, we'll pick it out. And so he had an empty bowl because he had already ate some with his dinner, with his meal. A small little bowl comes out as like an appetizer thing. So he had already ate some and had a little empty bowl. And so he started picking the shrimp and stuff out and that big old crab out of it and all that. And I was trying to be like, no, take it back. I'm not, I can't eat this. This isn't going to work. And he's like, no, we'll just pick it out. And so he and I both sat there and picked out until that bowl that he had was just overflowing with all that. And so I took a small bite and immediately had to jump up and run. I had to end up running outside. I was headed to the bathroom, but I knew I wasn't going to make it. And there was a little side door, and I took that side door real fast and made it to a garbage can out there. because I knew I wasn't going to make it. And so I went back in, and Big Daddy had already told her to box it up, put it in a to-go container so he could take it home. So he got it, he got a container and boxed it up or whatever and was bringing it home. And he ate his meal. Which he had to eat, because if not, his blood sugar would have dropped and he'd have got really sick. So he had to eat. There's not a question about that. But I didn't get anything to eat. And how many times had I mentioned I was starving? Ever since 9 o'clock that morning, we got to his work. We got to his work at like 8. By 9 o'clock, I was so hungry. And so I was mad. I mean, I really was just totally just pissed off, because I was so hungry and then I didn't get to eat. And I'm getting all pissed off again. And then he's like, let's just go home. Like, oh, that pissed me off some more. That pissed me off too. Like, oh, I didn't get to eat, and I can't go to Michael's and get punished for being pissed off. So then I just tried to explain to him that I was just pissed about the whole situation. Like, I feel like he doesn't understand. And nobody else does either. Like, what it feels like. You know, to be so hungry and not be able to eat. And I'm not talking about just like, you know, a one-time thing. It's my daily life. Every day of my life. It gets old. It does. It gets so old. I'm so sorry. It gets old. I mean, I just get tired of it. I just want to be normal sometimes. I mean, all the time. I wish I was normal. But sometimes it just really gets to me and it sucks. And I just want to be normal. But I'm not. It's just crazy that you can't just be normal. Chronic illness and chronic pain, all that, I mean, it's there every day of your life. You don't get a break from it. You don't get to say, oh, I'm not going to be sick today. I'm not going to feel bad today. I'm not going to have pain today. Or, you know, you don't get a day off. It is an everyday of your life thing. It's not just like a once in a while thing. It is daily. And that really wears on you. It does. It wears on you. And I think this is where I mess up. I try to be strong. And I try to act like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's really not. But because I pretend like it is, people think it's okay. But it's really not. And just because I try to be strong and act like it doesn't bother me, it still bothers me. It's still a hard life. I'm just doing the best I can. Ugh. And then also all day Friday, my toes were hurting so bad. They were just throbbing. And so I'm concerned about my toes. They were just throbbing and hurting so bad. And those hurt, with every step you take, even when I'm not walking, just sitting at a still. Those still just, the nerves inside them is just throbbing. And I don't know if it's neuropathy, because my feet have neuropathy. So I don't know if it's neuropathy or if it's, part of the Raynaud's. I don't know which it is. My toes are dark. I mean, they turn white and they turn dark. I feel like I should put my eyes in before I get too far on that body. So, let's see. I think I have the perfect eyes for mine. I did get patina. The last time I went to Dollar Tree was probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe. I don't know. But I did get Patina some new eyelashes. Patina, here, she's standing right here. She comes with eyelashes, or she did, in 1966. But, these are not the same eyelashes. If you squeeze her head, she has a slit right there. And her eyelashes were long gone. And so I always buy sometimes the big long eyelashes, the big strand that goes all the way across her eye, and we cut it. My son Dakota's always done this for me. Cut it into smaller little sections about like that and put on patina. And then sometimes I've picked these up and used these, or and then I'll use these also on plushies and stuff like that I make. But anyway, I forgot. I just pulled them out. I didn't pull them out for this. I pulled them out to move stuff around. Hang on. I'm looking for eyes. That's what I'm doing. I forgot what I was doing, like, midway through all this, okay? Anyway, I didn't mean to get all sappy there, but it does bother me. It's hard. It's a hard life, and sometimes I just feel like even Big Daddy don't get it. Okay, there's eyes for her. Now I need eyes for that wicked witch. Angela, what kind of eyes do you want? Let's see. I don't know how well that green will show up on that green, but let me just try that on there and see if I can do it without dropping it. I don't think that green shows up at all on there. Like, this would be wasted. There's a red and a blue and a brown. or just black. I think I'll go with just black. Let me find the just black. Oh, might have been some in there. No, that's noses. What did I do with my eyes? I had taken them out. I need to go find them, I guess. I found my eyes. They were in my crochet bag. Oh, I had 2 rubber bands on there, but I don't know what happened to one. The other one. Let's see. Angela needs some beady black eyes. There is 2 eyes the same size. Let me see if this one is any bigger or if it's the same size as that. These might be a little bigger or they might be the same. Uh-oh, it's a dog nose. Okay, so I need to find fasteners to fit those. Okay. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, I didn't really mean to get into all that in this video. It just kind of came out. But it is hard that when people just, you know, don't really have a clue what it's like every day. And people who are in your life and should have a bit of a clue is when it's the hardest for a stranger who don't know me and, you know, knows nothing about my life, sees, you know, a 30 to an hour video. They, you know, don't know anything about my life, and that's understandable. But I guess I expect more from people who actually live in the same house with me. But I think my problem is because I try to do my best to be strong and act like I'm okay, even though I'm not. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think those backs will work. Okay, so I've marked where I'm going to put the witch's eyes. Okay. There's that one. Let me see if I can get one of these on here. Okay, it went on, and it's there. Okay. Let me see if that's too far apart. She is going to have a green pointy nose. Right about there. I think that's good. So let me try to put the backing on this one. Hopefully it goes on as easy as the other one did. I lost it. Wait, where'd it go? Like, seriously. There it is. I don't know where it was, but it's back again. I feel like I might need to put some hot glue on these, just to, even though these are for me, I don't want the backings to stay on there and not come off, because I don't want to put them in after it's made. So I am going to put some hot glue on the inside of those. So that'll be the next thing I do. And I was going to show you something else while those kind of dry. Alright, so now I'm over here with my eyes, and I have eyelashes. I can't pick up one. Okay. Alright, and 2 backings. And I gotta figure out what color her eyes are. There is a pink right here. Oh, I picked up 2. Wow. My eyes are brown if I was going for, true, but let me see what that pink will look like. Let me see. Alright, and let me see how many stitches apart. That's 3. And that would be 4. I did the witches 5 stitches apart. Yeah, I guess so. This looks almost like an alien to me. Like, what's the, on Toy Story? It kind of reminds me of that little thing in the grabber machine, the little alien there. That's what it reminds me of so far. But hopefully I can turn it into a witch. So I think that's going to be good for these eyes. And we'll see if I feel like they need to be hot glued. Uh-oh. Okay, let me throw these 2 little dots in the garbage can before they just end up on the floor where they normally end up. Let's see. Okay. Oh, stretch my neck. Get ready for this. Okay. I just know I'm going to drop that whole stack. And on these, you kind of have to make sure you get them eyelashes up. Sometimes you can turn it afterwards, and sometimes you really can't. And sometimes I can get these backs on, and sometimes I really can't. It's slipping on me. So I get this little rubber piece that came from Dollar Tree years ago. And you can buy that stuff and just cut it. It's the rubber like cabinet liner or drawer liner, shelf liner, stuff like that. It's rubbery. I do have the ball. And that, let me try that. Well. And I do have the other ones, the clamp looking ones, but I don't have the fingers to squeeze that. It's popping on and popping off. I always have trouble with that, so I'm going to have to put that to the side for a minute. I'm straining in my neck and shoulders. It's hurting right now. I think from just sitting here and crocheting. So I've been sitting here for a little while. Just when I feel like I almost got it, it shifts on me. Go away. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh, wait, I want to show. Someone asked me about that yarn I was using on that snail in yesterday's video. This is it right here. It came from Amazon, $7.99 a ball. It's Begin Ease yarn. Great for beginners. They have lots of variegated colors, and so I saw that one and thought it would go great with a purple snail. So that's it. That's what it looks like on Amazon, and that's the way it comes. And I got 2 of them because I felt like I might need 2 for that shell. And then after I got the book and figured out the yardage, I'm going to need a whole one and a little bit of this one. So I won't need completely 2, but I will need more than 1. Okay, I got my hot glue gun heating up, and I did return that other hot glue gun to Eva, and she was just going to keep it for when her grandkids are over and they do crafts and stuff like that. But it really bothered me that I couldn't use that hot glue gun, and I had to return it to her. I wanted so bad to be able to use it, and it just crushed my heart that I had to, admit to her that I couldn't use it, because I know it meant a lot to her to give it to me, and she was trying to help me, and I don't know, it just hurt me so bad and I hated to hurt her feelings, and I just worried about it for, for days. I just worried about it. And I talked with my neighbor about it, and she's like, well, Kayla, you can't help it. And she's like, she's gonna understand. And I was like, yeah, I know she will, but I just feel bad. And I really did. I felt so bad about that. Okay, so I was gonna give mine some lips. And so I was thinking, I don't know if I want to do red or pink, but I'm almost out of pinks. Oh wait, there's a pink way down there, and there's also a fuchsia pink. If I had a long finger, if I just had one long finger, I could get that out. I think I'm going to do the fuchsia pink. I need some more of these lips, because I have used these a lot on different little projects that some of them I just wanted to look silly and have lips. Like one time I put them on a unicorn, didn't I? And you know, I did sell that unicorn at a market. So mine is going to have, my little mini-me is going to have lips. And I think that's a oh man, I almost burned my pinky that's not there. Okay, we're going to talk about fingers in just a minute. If you don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to give Angela, the mini Angela, this mouth wide open because that's fitting. She'll be cackling like a witch. And so that's great for her. So let me see. Yeah, look at there. That is perfect for her. Don't you think so, Angela? Yeah, that's perfect for her. Yeah. She's over there hollering at the screen right now. She watches my videos in the mornings when she gets home from work. And then she'll call me and say stuff about it. So she'll be calling me. She'll be like, "You're the witch." She loved that cup I got her, and she uses it at work. Now, at work, they also call her a witch, okay? There's a broom in one of the departments at her work, and it's somebody wrote on it with a black magic marker, black Sharpie, Angela's Ride. And that broom has had that on there for like, I don't know, what, 20 years, Angela? So, she knows. She can't deny it. Okay, so talking about fingers. Eva's husband wanted to know about my fingers, like, can I feel the fingers, like when I'm pointing, what do I point with now that I only have 2 thumbs and a pinky? And I still point with my pointer finger, honestly. I mean, that's what I point with, is my pointer finger. Sometimes I think about it, like I'll point with it and then I'll be like, oh yeah, my thumbs. I have to do with my thumbs. But I'm originally trying to point with my pointer finger, because to me, those fingers are still there. I can feel them. I feel pain in them. And so I forget that they're not there sometimes. And so I see where that's easy for people to forget I don't have fingers and think that I can do things that I can't do. So I can see where other people forget that, because I forget too, because to me, I can feel those fingers. Okay, I'm just like squirting up some hot glue on the back of these eyes here, to, I know you're probably not going to be able to see. I was trying to get it where you could, but you probably can't. But I'm just, want to make sure those eyes are secure and they're not fixing to come out. But if I'm somewhere and I'm going to hold up 3 fingers, I'll hold up 3 fingers. And to me, I'm holding up those 3 fingers because I have the pinky down, these 3 fingers up, and my thumb down. See how the pinky's down, now it's up. So I'll hold up 3 fingers, or I'll hold up 5 fingers, or 4, or I can hold 2 fingers up. And then once I get it up, I'm like, oh, wait, yeah, but I do that continuously. So I can see where other people forget I don't have fingers either, or they think I should do things that I really can't do. When you don't have fingers to do stuff. But Eva's husband was wanting to know, like, has a few questions about my fingers. But this is the weird thing, I feel those fingers that are not there. sometimes I feel like, say this finger right here, I'll feel like there's something under that fingernail that I don't have, right? And I mean, I just, it's irritating me, and it's just, I'm getting, it's getting on my nerves because it's something under the fingernail. So I'll take something like this and I'll like clean all 3 of these fingernails in hopes that it makes that other fingernail feel better. But I do that a lot. I'll just clean my fingernails to try to make whatever finger that feels like something's under the fingernail feel better. It's weird. It's weird. It is. Okay, so let me see. Where does Loudmouth's mouth need to go? I'm thinking her nose is going to go there, so her mouth probably needs to go right about there. Because the nose and mouth. Okay, so I'm going to try to not put a whole bunch of glue on this and not burn my fingers. It bent on me. I didn't burn myself. The mouthpiece bent on me and I wasn't expecting it to. I was squeezing it a little too hard, but there she goes. That's perfect. Alright. Now it kind of looks like Oscar the Grouch. If you just look at the green and the mouth, it kind of looks like Oscar the Grouch now. Which, that's fitting for Angela too, the Grouch. Okay, so this one, she's not going to have a nose. But 1, 2, 1, 2. She's going to have this mouth, and it's going to go kind of right there. And these are hard to put hot glue on. They are. So I'm going to glue this side down, and I'll probably come back and put a dot under the other side. Alright, it is the right side up because that would be tragic to glue it upside down. It's my feet, it's my feet. The neuropathy is just getting me. And I'm allergic to gabapentin. Anything in the GABA family, I'm allergic to it. Alright. I love how these are turning out. So the next thing will be to stuff their little heads and get on with the bodies. Unplug that. What you doing, Sassy? Sassy's on the back of my chair. Sassy, you hanging out with me, baby? Okay. I keep a bag of, like a Walmart bag of stuffing under my desk. But I had used all that stuffing up and forgot to refill my bag from my box of stuffing. So I had to go refill that. And Sassy stayed right on the back of my chair. I told her I'd be right back. I went and got the stuffing and came back, and she waited right there for me. All right. Look at that little wicked woman. Alright, I'm going to make a tunnel and stuff her head. I do have a lot to be thankful for, and I know I have a lot going on, a lot of health issues that people don't understand. Chronic life and chronic illnesses is hard to understand for people who, are not experiencing it. But I do have a lot to be thankful for. Also, I'm blessed way beyond measures. I just never would in my wildest dreams thought I would be sitting right here crocheting on YouTube, talking to people all over the world and loving every minute of that, enjoying it. Never in a million years would I have thought that I would be doing something like this. That was not on my radar. It was not my goal, not my plans. Here I am, kicking it. And I just feel very blessed. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Y'all are such a blessing to me. You don't know just the love and the support and your kind words, your uplifting words are really, really mean a lot to me. And sometimes that's what gives me the strength to carry on, to keep going. When you live like this day in, day out, every day, it gets old. And sometimes you're like, I just can't do another day of this. Like when you're in a lot of pain or something's going on, sickness and something, sometimes you're just like, I can't go through another day of this. I cannot do this another day. And by the grace of God and the love and the support and the kindness from you guys and the encouragement, I carry on another day and another day. So you're very important to me. I know that a lot of you guys tell me I am important to you, but please, you're important to me. Like I don't know that I could get up and do life every day if it wasn't for you guys. The love and the support from you guys. Seriously. And even you few haters out there. Because, yeah, you're out there and we know it. But even the few haters out there, really and truly, you remind me of the importance to keep going and to keep educating people and to keep just reminding people that how hard life can be for people with chronic illness. So, you haters are important too. You are. Alright. She's not stuffed as well as I really want her to be, so I'm going to try to make a tunnel. Push that stuffing around to the edges and make me a tunnel in there. And add some more. I don't want her head collapsing in on me. Last night, I really did feel so bad. I was struggling. I've been struggling with this fluid on me. Thankfully, I do feel like it is coming off. I stopped that medication that my doctor feels like was causing it, so I feel like it's coming off. It's just, it didn't go on overnight, so it's going to take a little time. But anyway, this may sound really morbid to you guys, but I got ready for bed, and my newest pair of pajamas was clean, but I didn't put them on. And I told Angela, that I just put on an old pair of pajamas because if I die tonight, make sure Jody buries me in that new pair of pajamas. I don't want to be buried in no dress. Okay? I do not want to be buried in a dress. Just bury me in my pajamas. Right? Alright, so I wanted them good stuffed, and look at her. She's so cute. And look at Angela. I'm going to add a little more stuffing to her, too. Because her head needs to be bigger than mine. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But, I just feel like to get them equal, I should add a little stuffing. Alright. I feel like that feels about the same firmness. And now I can carry on crocheting. But I'm going to stop and show y'all something. Okay, guys. So I have a crochet book and I do love Melissa Bradley. She has 3 crochet books out that I know of. And I love these books. I really do. And so I want to be able to use them. I want to be able to read the patterns. So, Darlene had sent me this. And I wasn't going to do batteries because I just know that we're not going to consistently have batteries. And I'll never remember to get more. And they'll just never get changed. And so I didn't, to avoid that hassle, I was just going to use it without it. And it does use pretty well without the batteries. But several of you guys, no, get the batteries. It'll make a big difference. It does. And so that's nice. And I'm trying to get it where I can see this print, because in these books, and a lot of crochet books are like this, the round is dark print, but then the instructions are disappearing off the page. Like they're so light, it is hard to see them. And this helps a lot. And Darlene had sent me this, and I thought, that is awesome. That really helps. Okay, and then yesterday when we got home, I had a package in the mail from Rose, who sent me this. Thankfully, we had the extra batteries, because I had to get batteries for this one. Uh-oh, I'm trying to turn it off. There it goes. We had got enough batteries, and so I had batteries for this. This is on a stand, and it can be held up above it holds itself up. The other one, I pick it up and use it. And this one, it holds itself. So if I get it in the right position, it can sit there while I'm crocheting. Because this is me. I'm crocheting and I'm looking back at the pattern saying, okay, yeah, I'm doing it right. And then I'll be like, oh, wait a minute, what did it say? And I'll read it again. I'll read that same line probably 10 times sometimes. And then especially if it's a pattern that's saying like 2 single crochets, increase, a half double crochet, increase, single crochet, and a half double crochet all in the same stitch. It might have that all in the same row. So you really have to read that stitch by stitch. And so this will be really nice for that. And this, I'm going to keep this one in here by my desk, because it sits on my desk and I can use it very well there. This one is going to go at my chair, because I don't think that would work on my legs that well anyway. So this one I'll keep at my chair and be able to use it in there. So thank you so much, Darlene and Rose, for this one right here. That was such a blessing. And I did not expect anyone to send me a magnifier. I was, had bought something that didn't work, so I was just in a video said, hey, I got this. Well, actually, I thought it was going to work until I did the video and was very disappointed that it didn't work. And then I was like, well, do you guys have, anything you use and it works for you, blah, 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 suggestions. And so I really did not expect this, but thank you so much, Rose and Darlene. And then also this one here, that I put I'm gonna have at my chair in there. I can also put that in my crochet bag to go with me when I leave the house. But yeah, I appreciate that so much, and I do see the benefit of the light. Thank you guys, and the ones that did encourage me, no, get the light, put batteries in it, it'll make a difference. Because I was thinking it wasn't gonna make that much of a difference, and I don't know, I was just thinking that it wasn't. So anyway, thank you, ladies. I'm just very, very blessed and so grateful and thankful for that. Even Big Daddy, when I took that one in there, well, I had told him to get the batteries. So he did. We paid way too much for those batteries. We bought them at a gas station. We overpaid for them. But I knew I wasn't supposed to go to Walmart. I knew I wasn't going to Walmart anytime soon. And although I do need to go to Target to pick up some prescriptions, I don't know that I would remember it when I was in Target. Or I don't even know when I'm going to Target to get those. So he was going in a gas station. I said, see if they have any AAA batteries. And he did. And those took 3 apiece. So it was 6 in the package. Now I think I want to give Angela some little eyebrows up there. So I'm going to, I don't want to do them too high. Let me see what I got here. That's really all in the same row, and I didn't want to go way up here. I don't know. That kind of looks... Let me try it and see. I have some black yarn, I think that's black, that I know I didn't use for a project. Probably that little black hat that I ended up making a brown one and a pink one. And here comes Sissy, climbing over all the junk on my desk. Oh, Sissy, please. She's like, I want over there. And she's coming. She's going to knock everything over on her way. Sissy girl. He knocked a bell over. What are you doing, Sissy? I think it's snagging a piece of that. Yarn, I got it. What is it, little sissy girl? I'm going to just test this and see if I like it. how it looks. Come on, needle. Let's see. It looks too high, but I think anything else would be too low. And I wonder if I just went, I don't know. If I just went a line. Let me see. I don't know. I didn't want them straight. I kind of wanted them slanted, but then that looks kind of weird too. So, I don't know. Do you guys ever do this? Do you just sit there and try to do different things to figure out which one you like the best? Surely I'm not the only one sitting up here doing all this. Oh, Sissy. Well, I hope you all have been having a good weekend. It should be Sunday by the time you're seeing this video, unless you're watching it later, in the week, which is perfectly fine. Oh, I think I like that the best. I think I like that the best. Yeah. So, on this one, I think I've got it about in the right spot there. That might be too far. What are you doing, Cece? You fixing to get comfy? And lay down? Is it time for us to go get in a chair and relax? And lay down some? They're not perfect. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. That looks better to me. Alright, so I'm going to snip this. Where's my snippers? Sissy, are you laying on my scissors? Sweet little girl. Okay. I'm just going to tie this off over here, but not too tight. I don't want the eyebrows to just disappear. And sometimes I do put a needle up under that so they don't lose them. But I'm not going to pull that real tight. Well, Sissy, was that you? Okay, so what I'm going to do is take the head of this needle. See, it's a large head on it, an eye. And I'm going to try to push that knot down in the head so you can't even see it was there. And then I'm going to take the eye and kind of pull up her eyebrows a little bit. Same thing over here. Sissy girl. Are you looking at the TV? You want me to put something on for you? They love to just lay in there and watch my tablet when I've got a show playing. And I know you guys always are telling me to do this on my tablet or do that on my tablet. I have my tablet set up to do nothing except I can watch Netflix, Prime, what else? I can watch Philo, whatever else streaming. I have it set up to do nothing. I can't check email on it. Yeah, nothing. That's all I do on it. I know a lot of times people are like, do this or do that, or, that's all I can do. I don't even have email set up on it or nothing, so, yeah. And I'm just like that with my devices. Like, I just don't use them to their full capacity. I use different devices for different things. Like, I use my computer for if I was going to check email. But I would use it on my computer. I'd have to come to my computer to do that. Like, I don't have Facebook on devices. I have Instagram on my phone. And what else? Patterns, they're going to be on my computer in here. Yeah. I'm not all into that kind of stuff like a lot of people are. All right. I like that. I think that looks better for her. All right. Now I can carry on and crochet. I had to come back and show y'all what kind of situation I have going on. Oh, Sassy just jumped down. But I got Phoebe here. Oh, Phoebe's. Sassy just jumped down, as you saw. She don't like Phoebe up here. But Phoebe was like, come hold me, Mama. Hold me. Oh, baby. Oh. Where's Mama's baby? Where's Mama's baby? Here's who he is. Oops, let me see. There's my baby. There's your mama, baby. And then she wants my hand to come pet her some more. Yeah, she sticks her head up under my hand, and Sassy just bites my hand when she wants me to pet her. Sissy's trying to figure out what she needs to do. Come on, Sissy, you can get down. What about you? You Mama's baby. Oh. Yeah, it's Mama's baby girl. Hey guys, it is now Sunday, about midday. Okay, so I stayed up last night and really worked hard on trying to get these two finished. And I just didn't get there. I did not get there, and today I'm just having a really bad day. Just having a really bad day with my esophagus and all today. I've been throwing up all morning. I can't drink water. My saliva's not even going down. So it's been a rough day, and I'm still having issues with it. So won't be able to finish these today. I was hoping to just get them done this video so I could move on to something else, because I have other things I want to do. But it don't look like that's gonna happen. I hate days like this where you just kind of can't do anything. That's just the way it is. That esophagus does whatever it wants to do. So what are you guys up to today? So hopefully today I'll get it together at some point and be able to start getting ready for the week. I have things I need to do to get ready for the week, and I had some things planned I needed to get accomplished today, but I don't know, sometimes life takes over and your plans don't matter. I still gotta work on my pumpkin. But I will be putting up a post on Tuesday, September the 30th, to post our pumpkins on. So that's coming up. I don't know if I like what I'm doing right here or not. I'm just trying to make something up. And I don't know if I don't really like what I'm doing, so I might rip that out and start over. And I think I am. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to let you all know that I'm still here. I recorded yesterday and ended up recording a whole lot. I mean, I didn't realize it was going to be that long. And then I was just determined that, okay, I'm going to get these done because I have other things that I need to do. And so I worked on them, getting them done and getting some extra, parts and all done. Got the witch's hair done. I didn't tie it off just yet because I just want to make sure. But I'll glue some of that down. And of course she's going to have a hat, but I got to make it. I've tried making it last night and I never could get it. I was trying to start out with 4 single crochets, and working around 4 and 4 and increasing all, but 4 is just too small for me. So I'm going to have to readjust that and do 6. But anyway, that's what her hair is kind of looking like. I got to make her hair, so these might be something I have to work on. It's a lot more details than I was really thinking about. I got to do her hair, crown, skirt, and a wand. I got to do her hat, skirt, broom. So, yeah, I still got a good bit to do. I hate days like this where you're, sick, throwing up, feel really bad, but yet you still got things to do. I hate days like that. But it is what it is. And the cats have been like all on me, like, oh, I can't even be sick and throwing up without having to hold them, comfort them, because they're upset because I'm sick. Oh, it's crazy. It is crazy. I don't know what the temp's going to be this week, but it's a little bit cooler today. I can just tell. I hadn't been outside, but I can just tell in the house here it's a little cooler. So hopefully we're going to start getting cooler days. Anyway, I'm working on a skirt for Glinda. And I was going to give them both gray hair, is what I'm going to do. I just hadn't made her hair yet. Was just playing around with the witch's hair. Wanted her hair kind of stringy looking. Straight, stringy maybe, I don't know. And I was going to give Glinda like some curly hair. I know Alphabet's supposed to have black hair, but I just can't deal with black yarn. So they're both just going to have gray. I did give Pierre's mustache on him. I did get that on him. I was able to peel the back off just right here and cut it, and peel the back off and cut it right here. So this all still has backing, the part that's not touching his face. Only this part is where I cut the backing off and stuck it to him. So Pierre now has a mustache. I think he should have from the get-go. Like, that's a good accessory for Pierre. And now, let's see. Let me finish this little. Trying to make a skirt. I think I have in my mind what I want to do now. I tried it a minute ago, but I didn't like the way that was looking. And so this will work a lot better. And then Pierre has his hat. So there we go. He's looking all dapper. Rose is over here. I guess you saw in yesterday's video, Saturday's video of our Friday trip. These two went along with us and made a couple appearances in there. Well, let me set them back over here. Now we'll find out if this is going to work. I know this video is super, super long. I was planning on just making it really long and getting these finished, but it's not happening. And I need to move on and get back on my snail, and I just have other things that, going on that I need to do. I have that last box of my Wooble house coming up this week, and some other characters. Wait, I think this might work. Oh. All right. Let's see. I don't know. I wanted it to be. Let's see. I might have to rip this out and do it again. It's not turning out quite the way I wanted it. But I will figure it out. But that does look good, so maybe I'll just go with it. Alright guys, well, I'm going to let you all get going because this video is super long, and I realize that I'm not going to finish these in any kind of timely fashion, but I'll work on them as the week goes. Try to have them done soonish. Alright guys, I'll talk to you all later. I appreciate you all so very much. I just appreciate your friendship, your love and support, and you just being here. And if you made it this far, you deserve something. I don't know what, but give yourself a clap. I don't know. You made it this far in this video. You really do deserve something. But I appreciate you all so very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week to come, and remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet, whether you're crocheting a witch or a princess.